You can start. Cool.
You
Okay.
can start now.
Xin chào. Hi.
Yeah.
I will make a presentation about my travel with my girlfriend. There. It's a different kind of travel, so we will explain. It has been more than 2 years that we are living on the road in an alternative way. So we will explain you. First, we can introduce ourselves. Margot, my girlfriend, is 29 years old and she has a master in biology, and me, I'm 31 now, and I have a master in chemistry. We left Paris, our hometown. We left Paris in October 2016, and we quit our jobs. It was not planned. We didn't plan at all to travel. We just quit. Margot quit her job because she was fed up with her boss and company. And 2 days later, I told her, if you want, I can quit also and we can travel, okay? And she said yes. And then we decided, because we didn't have job anymore, so no salary anymore, but more time, we decided to make a different kind of travel. So we reviens. Reviens, je t'ai dit. Okay. So yeah, maybe you know France is famous for baguette, cheese, and wine. So we left this. This is the only thing that we miss now.
But we have banh mi.
But in Vietnam we can find banh mi. So we are happy. So our challenge, because we don't have salary anymore, but we have more time and more freedom, we decided to not pay any transportation. So we don't pay train, we don't use flight, we don't use bus, we don't use taxi, and no hotel also. This is the two main costs in a travel. Every tourist, they pay a lot of money in transportation, flight, taxi, etc., and hotel, or homestay, or whatever. So this is the two main costs, really. So we decided to live alternatively to avoid this cost, which are the main costs. So for that, we will do hitchhiking. We will explain later. So hitchhiking, it's a way of traveling, of going fast but freely, for free. We will go in homestay. We will be hosted by local people for free, and we will do volunteering missions. Volunteering mission is we work a little bit. We help a family or a business in exchange of bed and food. Usually, can be different, but usually it's that. For us, it's for three main reasons that we decided to do this way of travel. To meet more local people, to have local experience, because classic tourists that you see everywhere in Vietnam, most of the tourists, they don't meet you, they don't meet local people, normal local people. They take a flight, they take a VIP bus, they take taxi, and they go in hotel, so they don't meet local people. So we decided, no, we want to get into the local culture. To have a lifestyle more ecological, I will talk about it later, and also for money, because we can travel much longer if we spend less, and I will explain more also. Okay, so hitchhiking, I will explain. Hitchhiking is in English, and in many other countries, English also know this, is auto stop. Stop auto. Yeah. In French, in Greek, in Russian, in Italian, in Spanish, it's auto-stop in many languages. This hitchhiking is just to get a lift for free, but any kind of vehicles, it can be cars, can be boat, can be flight, ferry, anything. Motorbikes in Vietnam. So to get a lift for free, without detour. We join people in their vehicles where they go. They don't make a detour for us, like taxi. The opposite of taxi. Taxi is going for yourself somewhere. We use the cars already, or the motorbikes or anything, already on the road, driving for themselves. So we join them if they have available seats. Vas-y, chérie, tu peux tourner. So how does it work? Yeah. Basically, you go on the road, you need to be smiley, you need to look okay, and usually in Europe or in Western countries, you just put your thumb up like that and you wait. Every people in Europe and in Western country in general, every people know what it means. I want to say that if I do that in Europe, the taxi and the bus, they will not stop because they know that we will not pay. In Asia, most of people, they don't know. So we need to do something different. So, and in Asia, it's more like that. You ask people to stop, you do, or you make this. We try something different. Sometimes we can use, like here in China, we can use a sign showing the direction. If we are on a road with crosses with different direction, we have a sign with the direction. Or sometimes, like in Vietnam, you have seen, we have a sign with a message. Yeah. We have a sign with a message just explaining what we want, just to have a lift in the local language, in Vietnamese. In Laos also we did that, extra. And when a car stops, we just try to communicate as we can, if they speak English or not, usually no. And we try to explain where we want to go and if they go there, and if yes, can we join them? Why we do that, hitchhiking? Because it's free, because it's ecological, I will talk about it again later, because it's funny. You see, it's in Vietnam, motorbike, it was hitchhiking in motorbike. Margot is here, and I'm here.
With my big bag.
With the big bag, a backpack. So this day it was the first lady stopped for us with the motorbike. She read our sign and she said she wants to help, but she said only one because we have big bags, so we only one. And then I said, okay, wait, we will stop another motorbike. And after that, we had two motorbikes and we went. And yes, and we meet people, local people, like I said before. The opposite of classic tourists, they don't meet these kind of people. About ecology. Ecology means to care about the environment, about the planet. Why hitchhiking is ecological? Because hitchhiking, we don't use gas for us. If you take your car or your motorbike to go somewhere, you will put gas. You will, and it's pollution. Gas means pollution. Maybe you don't know, but in the world, have you heard of global warming? Do you know what is global warming? It's the fact that the Earth, the planet, is warming, and it's very dangerous for everything, for the biodiversity, for us in the long term. It will be dangerous, and the transportation, so cars, motorbike, flight, boats, represents 30% of the emission of gas who affect global warming. And tourists, they use a lot of transport, flight, extra. So tourism is a very polluted, it's an industry who pollutes a lot. So hitchhiking, we use the cars already on the road or the motorbikes, so we don't pollute more. Understand? So our concern is to save the planet. About accommodation now. I told you that we don't use hotel. We decided to not use hotel. So how does it work? We try to be hosted for free by locals. Here it was in Vietnam. I don't remember where, but it was a family. We asked them. We show them, and we said in Vietnamese with our translator, we say, we have a tent, we are looking for a place to camp. Can we camp in your garden? Because they have a small garden, because we like to be safe. And this family, this man is a soldier in Vietnamese army. He told us, no, come in my house. So it was very nice. We didn't have to camp in our tent. We were sleeping here on the living room. But we can use also some website. As you know, Couchsurfing, this is how we are here today. Couchsurfing, but there are many other websites. Tu peux me tourner? Or, as I said, we can ask just people nicely, can we stay in your garden with our tent, or if you want, you can help us to...
Help you.
Huh?
Help you. We can help you.
Yeah, and in exchange we can help you with anything you want, extra. So sometimes we ask people directly, and we like to do that. It's a way also to go out of our comfort zone and to go to talk directly to people, which is not very easy in our modern societies. So we do that. When we are hosted by people like that for free, we have some rules. We never force people. If we see that they don't want, we say, okay, no problem, we will find. We don't want to impose ourselves. We don't want people to feel forced at all. We try to be the most possible thankful. We try to interact with them the more we can. We try to help or to cook if we can, also if they want. And also, it's important. I think we are not. How can I say? We are independent. If we don't rely, we don't depend on people generosity. If we really don't find anything, and if if we are sick, if we need to pay a hotel or something, we can. We have some savings because we worked before in Paris, so we are independent financially. I told you about volunteer also. So this is in Laos, in a hostel, and this guy is Vietnamese. This is the manager of the hostel, Vietnamese with the Lao girls, and we stayed 1 week, Margot? 1 week there to help with the tourists in the hostel. We were bartenders also. There's a bar. We were managing the bar and the check-in, check-out, and in exchange we had a bed and food. And also, of course, if you don't want to pay hotel, you can camp. I told you. So in the wild, if you are visiting some natural spot, or if you are trekking in the mountains, you can camp. We do it sometimes. Or sometimes this is in Vietnam. This is in Dadia. We like to camp also not far from the villages, not far from the house, to have water. Sometimes we ask some water to the people to wash and to drink. And but for wild camping near the villages or city, you need to check the regulations. In Asia, usually it's okay, but in Europe, sometimes it's forbidden. So you need to be careful, because the police can say or go out sometimes. It depends on the countries. You need to check regulations. Also to have a travel style and spend less money and be more ecological, like I said. It's not only for us. It's not only in the transportation and accommodation. We also buy differently. We eat always. We try to eat the most possible local products. We go in very small street food. For example, we buy banh mi in Vietnam.
Can I stop you a second?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Hey, you, phải thứ nhất các bạn mua sáng ngày nay kiếm được đậu ở đâu là việc, ngoài được đậu đâu là ngon. Thì điều mà tí là sẽ hỏi, hỏi đơn thuần ok bạn đi đến nước nào, không phải câu như vậy, hỏi phải có thông tin vào và đặt câu hỏi, mà không có thông tin thì bây giờ gần 15 phút trôi qua mà không có thông tin gì đâu, làm thế nào để hỏi. đúng không? Vì đấy là nó rất quan trọng. Sau này các bạn bước ra comfort zone đi du lịch để ở nhà người ta, mà chứ không có một câu hỏi làm thế nào, câu hỏi sáng tạo, một câu hỏi critical, thông tin không ghi chép hết. Đúng không? Cho nên tí nữa sau khi kết thúc nhé, suy nghĩ ít nhất mỗi bạn 3 câu hỏi critical, không phải câu hỏi nhảm. Nên là bạn đi đến chỗ nào, how long bạn stay, hỏi những câu đó, hỏi những câu khác. Ok, suy nghĩ lúc đầu nha. 3 câu hỏi 10 bạn. Well, I'm gonna ask you, and they're gonna ask you 3 questions, critical question.
Critical.
Yeah, critical question. It's not like
Okay, yeah, you can ask now. We can make a break.
right now luôn.
Yeah.
Ngay bây giờ luôn. Yeah. Start with you, Tiffany. Yeah. Go ahead with one question.
So have you ever been in danger when you like travel?
Margot, has we ever been in danger?
Our journey.
Not really.
So to tell you the truth, it happened by checking that we met some dangerous drivers.
Drunk people.
Like drunk people or people driving fast, or sometimes like how do you say, crazy people?
Yeah, crazy people, yeah.
Like this, crazy people. But it happens,
Very few.
I think, like 3 times in 2 years, more than 2 years, and we hitchhiked almost 1,000 cars.
We had
So-
1,000 cars, different cars to
So
travel, and
three-
just three were
cases,
strange for us.
yes, 3 cases on almost 1,000. So if you do the percentage, it's very few. Like you can really understand that a lot of people are good, mostly good.
The ratio is good.
Yes.
It's not worst. We didn't take more risk than if you stay in your village, and you can also be in danger by I don't know what, but
By animals.
for example,
Animals
or by
or
your
by-
neighbor, I don't know.
Your drunk neighbor.
Your drunk neighbor, I don't know.
Do you afraid of that? Ever thought of afraid of someone might attack you guys? And
No,
what
no,
is the
no.
solution?
And the most important
See-
thing is we are two.
Yes. So for our safety, to be two is very good because we can support each other, and also you have seen our backpacks. So we have one big backpack with our clothes and some toilet things,
Tents,
stuff, a tent, basic stuff, and we have also a small rucksack, backpack with our valuables items, but not so much, like camera, small laptop,